It's the 2K Sports pregame show, sponsored by Kia.
Hey everybody, Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm joined by Shaq and the Jet. Tonight we'll see the Washington Wizards playing against the Warriors out in Oakland. Well, for the Warriors, they may have some challenges, but this is a game they have had circled on the calendar and want to deliver the top-notch performance they know they can. And Draymond Green in the lineup, one of the most entertaining, energetic players in the league, Shaq.
When you factor in the impact he's had defensively, Ernie, you really start to see his value. You know, Golden State has a championship, and this guy is a main factor for them having the championship.
I don't think you can find another player at his position that does what he does. You know, very few guys can play 4 positions from the power forward position, and then guard centers. So actually, he's playing 5 positions, Ernie. That's right. Every single position on the court, he's able to play.
And with tip-off fast approaching. We send you courtside. Kevin Harlan, he's got the call.
We've got an electric crowd here in Golden State's Oracle Arena. We've got the Washington Wizards facing the Golden State Warriors. It's the NBA, and it's live right here on 2K Sports. And our broadcast team tonight, Greg Anthony here to my left and Steve Smith to my right. And the Hall of Famer David Aldridge along the sideline.
Get a nice clean game, huh?
It'll be the Wizards off the tip, and now Washington's starting group. Beal and Porter are out on the wings. Morris pairs with Gortat down low, and it's Wall in at the point. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. So it's the Warriors now.
You know, a lot of people can make the claim that they are the fastest in the league, but I think John Wall has the best case. I mean, both in the half court and end to end. I mean, this guy has blistering speed, and you factor that in with the athleticism and the handle. I mean, he can make other players look like they're playing in cement shoes out on the floor.
Awesome look from Stephen Curry. Outstanding at distributing the basketball.
Outside, Beal. He kicks to Gortat. Morris right side. Shot from the wing. The offensive rebound. Beal the pass to Gortat. Outside, Wall. Beal gets a wide open look. And another miss by Washington.
A shot he knows he needs to make when the defense sags off him. Still a little inconsistent from out there.
Outside for Durant. Out to the right wing. This one for 3. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Durant. Curry's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And you know, Greg, one of the things that strikes you about Wall, it isn't just his running speed. His quickness is off the charts. He is very, very quick.
I mean, the ground Wall can cover with his speed and quickness is staggering. As soon as the defender starts backpedaling, with Wall coming at him, game over.
Porter, no luck.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Here's Thompson. Can't hit that one. Great D that time from Beal. Wizards have gone 0 of 5 here to start the game. Rough start for them. That's good. And so Wall with the assist.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Wall against Curry. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That is his first foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
It's Curry outside. Drains the three-pointer. Curry's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Warriors.
Curry is being guarded closely. He makes it look so easy, though. The speed of his release is just unreal.
Morris, a screen, got a piece of it, tries to save it, and it's out of bounds to the Wizards as Washington retains possession. And one of the big issues for the Wizards is making sure they stay fiery on the defensive end. When this team, Greg, gets in trouble, more often than not, it's because they get sloppy on D.
Yeah, and that can hurt them at times. When they don't bother to challenge shooters or miss a rotation, that's when things start to go south. How far this team goes depends on how far their defense will take them.
Here's Porter. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Just talk that one up to a little miscommunication. I'm sure they'll get on the same page.
Now here's Pachulia. And Thompson kicks to Durant. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Morris, a screen. Pass to Wall. It's tipped, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry.
Yeah, that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
Absolutely. Prevented an easy bucket. Fantastic D.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. David West, he's checked in for Pachulia. Iguodala comes in for Draymond Green. And Ian Clark subbed in for Klay Thompson. And a new group getting ready to come in for Washington. Mahimi's checked in for Gortat. Nicholson comes in for Morris. Kelly Oubre's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. And Trey Burke subbed in for John Wall. Kicks it out to Iguodala. West against Mahimi. West gets the bucket.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Beal dishes to Burke. Kicks to Mahimi. It's good. The assist that time from Burke. Mahimi's got his first bucket in this one.
He saw his teammate had good position inside and hit him with a flawless pass.
Curry kicks to Iguodala. And then Iguodala with the dunk.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. Here's Burke following the score by Golden State. Nicholson kicks to Beal. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Beal's got 5. And for the fans, they see the players' performance as far as box scores and highlight reel plays. But, Steve, in your estimation, which players in the league right now seem to be the best teammates? Man, that intangible, the teammate.
There's a lot of guys come to mind. I think you look at a guy like Draymond Green for the Golden State Warriors. You look at Boris Diaw, Danny Green for the Spurs. I mean, you go down the list from Miami. I thought Chris Bosh was a fantastic teammate when he was playing with the Big Three. So there's a lot of guys that can play at a high level but also fit in that role.
I would think it'd be very difficult to be a championship caliber team and not have chemistry, teammates you trust, and that bond. Now, there's always a stray, but the overall unity's got to be, I think, right there.
The key word you said, I think, Kevin, is chemistry. You got to have that chemistry, and you got to somewhat like each other.
Here's Burke following the basket by Stephen Curry. The pass to Mahimi. To the middle. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for the Warriors. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Smith is checked in. Warriors leading by 12. Livingston kicks to Clark. West outside. Now here's Livingston. D right on him. Durant for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. He has 7.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
And you can see it. He knew he made a mistake the second the ball left his hands.
And here's Livingston. West outside. Outside Durant. Got it up. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Warriors ahead, up by 15. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And a chance to hear from Bradley Beal. He came from a football family in St. Louis, but said his mother introduced him to the game of basketball at a young age.
She definitely put the ball in my hand. She's the one who taught me my form, I followed through, and still to this day, she yells at me if I miss a shot. So she's kind of a perfectionist, and she definitely taught me how to shoot. She can shoot it, and she still to this day thinks she can shoot better than me.
Maybe some other NBA players should be practicing with Bradley Beal's mom, because she has definitely honed something special into him.
To be sure. I'm just not sure some of the more delicate NBA egos could handle her trash talking once she beats them in a game of horse.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And a very convincing performance here from the Warriors so far.
Well, they've dictated tempo with their defense and been able to force some turnovers.
They've been super aggressive on that end, and they've been rewarded for it so far. Let's see if they'll be able to maintain this for the rest of the game.
Clay and Iguodala, the potent wing pair. Green is out there with Pachulia, and it's Livingston in at the 1. That's the Warriors' 5. Wizards trail by 12. And the call will be against Sean Livingston. That is his first foul of the game. Gortat's checked in for Nicholson. Smith inside. He's against Green. And it's Smith that time on the assist by Wall. Wall's got 3 assists now in this one. And the Warriors certainly a dominant team, but I think what captivates the fans, Steve, just as much as their style of play, ball movement, up-tempo, shots from all over the floor. Wouldn't you agree?
Absolutely. The best shooting backcourt in league history with Curry and Thompson. Like you said, it's the playmaking and intelligence of the players around them that enable them to take full advantage and pick teams apart.
The Wizards shooting their first free throws of the game.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
And the Warriors making a change here. Curry's checked in. Mahinmi's checked in for the Wizards.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Washington calls timeout. And as the coaches go,
and that's how we play the game. Bring it in. Let's go.
Chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Warriors leading by 13. And Curry has it in the corner. Doesn't go for him. Wall with some nice D. He feeds it to Gortat. Out left to the wing. Pass to Porter. And Wall kicks to Porter. Clock at 6. Here's Burke. And it's blocked by Curry.
Love seeing Stephen Curry get up and send that one back.
This is to Green. Fade away. Porter pulls it in. Wizards trail by 13 to the inside. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Now, here's Thompson. To the middle. Got a piece of it. Here's Pachulia. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Wizards making a switch here. Morris is checked in.
And you look at the Wizards, they definitely took a step backwards last season. Went from being maybe a dark horse to get to that conference finals to becoming a team that just had to fight to stay in the playoff mix. So it's going to be interesting to see how they bounce back from the adversity of a season ago.
Can't convert after the good screen.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And for the Wizards, there were a lot of factors as to why they had a rough season. Lost some key players and dealt with injuries like all teams, though.
You know, and even with all of those challenges, I don't know that this team is quite as talented as everyone thinks they are. I mean, they do have a good core with which to build around, but you have to temper expectations with this team moving forward.
Bradley Beal's checked in for Washington. Stephen Curry hits them both.
Stephen Curry shooting free throw is just a treat to watch.
Wall draws the double. Porter with it. Picked up by Thompson. Tries again. And, here, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. And Smitty, great to have you in the booth here, a former NBA All-Star, NBA champion. Dreams certainly do come true. Was working in the announcing booth one of your dreams, you think, growing up? Did that ever enter your mind?
You know what,
Just
Kevin?
be honest about this now.
I'm going to be very honest.
All right.
Not at all. Obviously, to be an NBA basketball player. Then after that, I thought maybe a GM role, coaching. But I'm loving this right now, being right here with you, my friend.
We love to have you as well. So it's Washington now, following the score by Golden State. Here's Mahimi. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Mahimi's got 4 points this quarter. They double-team Curry. Here's Livingston, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 5th assist in this one. Wizards trail by 16, and keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, some might say that Draymond Green has a big mouth. Klay Thompson said he talks to us, himself, the coach, the other bench. But Andre Iguodala had the capper, fellas. He said if you're having a conversation about potato chips, then he's going to make sure his opinion is heard.
They love that edge he brings, D.A. Absolutely. Thanks. The Wizards have gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
Bring it in.
Take a seat. Magical moments last season. Led the league easily in games when he scored 20 or more points in a quarter. When he's hot, he is the most fun to watch.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Kevin Durant's checked in for Green. Iguodala comes in for Klay Thompson. And Ian Clark subbed in for Sean Livingston. Andrew Nicholson, he's checked in for Washington. Oubre comes in for Otto Porter Jr. The Wizards have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. And with Curry getting hot, Steve, it doesn't even have to be a 20-point explosion. He went off for 17 in a 5-minute overtime period in the playoffs last year.
You know, watching this firsthand, calling this game, he completely took over the game in Portland. That was his first game back from his knee injury. Set the record for most points in an overtime in any NBA game, regular season or playoffs. It was awesome.
Here's Wall after David West's bucket. Back to Wall. West against Beal. Oubre kicks to Nicholson. They double him with West. Outside, Wall. From downtown, good on the 3-point shot. Wall's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
So much of rebound is about positioning, effort, no lack of it right there.
To the paint, here's Nicholson, and that comes off the assist by John Wall. Nicholson's got 4 points this quarter.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Soft touch off the glass. And the Warriors lead by 14.
What a passing display he has put on here tonight.
Every time we turn around, he's getting another dish on the highlight reel. Really bad mental lapse by the defense, yet he did not make them pay, surprisingly.
Offensive rebound, Clark, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Clearly a foul.
This is his first free throw of the game. And that one falls for Clark. The Wizards making a switch here. And so Clark nails both of them. 11 seconds left in the first half. Wall with it. Smith outside. The Wizards shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. And the first one drops. And both free throws good for Beal. Durant just inside the line. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he got it off in time. The replay leaving little doubt.
And they've taken a look at it, and they've overturned the call. They're calling the basket good, Greg.
Yeah, and that's why we have replay. I mean, to make sure the officials don't miss any calls. And really, a good job to take the second look at it. Would have been a shame if they'd been cheated out of those points.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Warriors lead by 16. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Joined here by Steve Kerr. Coach, great offense from your guys in the first half. What got you the lead?
I started calling some great plays for Steph Curry.
That's why you're the coach of the year, Steve. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's been a one-sided affair. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. What a start it was for Stephen Curry. He had 18 points, 6 assists, and 1 block. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, their field goal percentage is a number that jumps off the page. May I say it's Shaq-like?
That's a good one.
Seriously, they're incredibly efficient shooting the basketball, and I don't think they settle for any bad shots. And you're never going to go wrong with that strategy.
And over to Shaq, your take on the Wizards.
Well, they're obviously facing a hot shooting team tonight. That combined with a lackluster effort on defense, recipe for disaster, Ernie. Without major improvements defensively, this game is O-V-A. Over.
And in a matter of moments, they'll be starting the third quarter. Kevin Harlan standing by. See you, folks.
As we return to the action here at Oracle, a terrific look from above at downtown Oakland and the historic Tribune Tower. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
You know, I'm not sure that he can continue to shoot the three as well as he has up to this point. He has been lights out.
I am surprised. Streaky shooter, but he is hot right now.
Second half is underway, and here's who Scott Brooks has got on the floor. Morris pairs with Gortat down low. Wall and Beal, the incredible backcourt tandem. And it's Porter in at the 3 spot. Wall passes to Beal. Morris with the screen for Beal. Back to Wall. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Clay does a lot of things well. He shoots the basketball, he can defend, but the area he could get better is his ball handling, and he's done that. He looks very comfortable driving, creating shots for himself, and kicking it out for others.
Puts up a three. Unable to get that one. Great D that time from Beal. Now here's Wall. Launches it. Wall missing again. And with Clay and his improved ball handling, Steve, it used to be that he had trouble creating for himself. Now he is creating for himself and others.
Clay has size, speed, and he can flat out shoot the basketball. Now, like you say, with his improved ball handling, he has the confidence to attack the rim. So he can shoot it and he can get to the bucket.
And here's Wall. After the three-pointer from Klay Thompson. There's a screen by Gortat for the three. And John Wall good for three. Wall's got 6.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball with one of their own.
Gave up a little momentum and then grabbed it right back.
And sometimes he can hit that deep three, but it's not a high percentage shot for him.
I just think he can get a better look than that one.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That'll be his second foul of the game. Sean,
way to work, gentlemen. Let's go now. Hustle up. Hey, this is what
did a couple seasons ago. The league started issuing penalties for the worst flops. You think that's made a difference?
Yeah, I think so. Guys were, it was getting carried away. A lot of Hollywood was acting right there. And I think for the NBA's, it's hard. You see guys full speed get hit, and some of these guys are acting like they got hit by a Mack truck. So I like the fines for flops.
And of course, you never flopped.
No, not at all. Kevin. No, not me. No way.
We've looked for the tape. We can find none. None.
And guys, how fun is it watching this fella just go to work?
Greg, it's not every point guard who can climb the ladder like he can.
Not at all.
You might look at him and think he can't get up, but he finds a way to consistently surprise the D by rising way above them time after time.
Here's Morris, following the score by Golden State with the fadeaway. And that one hits back iron.
They've struggled so far here in the third, hitting just 1 of 4 from the field.
And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on Trey Burke. The Warriors have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
Mahimi's checked in for Morris. And the Warriors last season leading the league in points, field goal percentage, assists, three-pointers made. Steve, in three-point percentage, you name it, they led it.
Yes, the three-point shooting in particular, they lapped the competition. Far and away the best offensive team in the league, and they were no slouches defensively.
Basket counts, and that's now 7 points for Klay Thompson.
That's another aspect of Thompson's game that he continues to improve on. He is not just relying on his shooting, but building on his game by working on his driving.
Now, here's Burke. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Beal drives in, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. And it goes on Draymond Green.
And one of the things I love about Bradley Beal is he is a consistent shooter of the deep ball. I mean, always seems to hover around that 40% mark from beyond the arc. And ever since he's come into the league, that has been the case. And he's also improving in the other areas in terms of his ability to attack and get to the rim and playmaking. The only question for me is, can he find a level of consistency in terms of his health? That's been the only detriment to his game.
Here's Durant. Here's Green. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
And the Warriors making a change here. Iguodala's checked in. The Warriors have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight. And with Beal, he's been as consistent as they get since entering the NBA. Always shoots at a decent clip from wherever he is on the floor.
And consistency is an aspect of a player that is often overlooked in the grand scheme of things. You know exactly what a player like Beal is going to give you every night for every season.
Now here's Iguodala. And here's Green outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
It's stolen by Green. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Green, no luck.
If his shots were just a little more on point tonight, they'd be holding a much bigger lead right now.
Porter dishes to Mahimi. Here's Burke. The Wizards with another miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Green kicks to Livingston. Thompson in the corner. Fires for three. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. And some changes here for the Warriors.
Timeout.
West comes in for Jaja Pachulia. And Ian Clark subbed in for...
Great job, guys. Nice work. Take a seat now. Let's talk.
Oubre subbed in for Otto Porter Jr. Nicholson's checked in for the Wizards. Washington's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. There's Beal with the three. Bangs home the trifecta. Beal's got 11 points.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Here's Green, and it's Green with the jam.
And a terrific sequence by Green, constantly looking to dunk the ball.
For Washington, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, sir. And the call will be against Sean Livingston. That'll be his second foul of the game. Curry's checked in for the Warriors. John Wall's checked in for Washington. Here's Oubre. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
Steve Kerr, Coach of the Year. Not a bad way to start off your coaching career. Averaged 70 wins through his first 2 years. That is unreal.
Now here's Curry. He's got 18. He dishes it to Green. Curry kicks it to West. There's the triple. Rebound by Smith. Wizards have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Outside, Wall. Down low, here's Beal, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And among all the tangible things that make the Warriors great, the big intangible we keep coming back to, Steve, is chemistry.
Yes, they have great players, but this is a team that loves each other, loves playing the game. They're unselfish. They're willing to sacrifice. They play hard, and you just can't create that. Chemistry is something that you have to develop.
Now here's Curry. The shot from the low post is good. Curry's got 20.
Taking good shots overall, hitting a high percentage of them. That's what has this team rolling.
Back to Wall. Inside, it's tipped. West with the steal. Outside for Curry. Good on the triple. Curry's got 5 points now this quarter.
When the basketball's in his hand and he rises up to take a jump shot, you always think it's going to get in. He is starting to catch fire, Stephen Curry. When your man hits a three in your face, your natural instinct is to try to get back at him. Just couldn't connect.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Warriors ahead, running away with it. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here.
Why you gotta start, girl? Why you gotta start? I know we made time.
Well, the Wizards shooting 43% from the floor. Ian Clark out there with Livingston. Then there's Anderson Varejao. And it's Durant. And it's McAdoo in at the 4 slot. That's the Warriors 5. It's stolen by Livingston. And here comes Livingston, leading the fast break. Here's McAdoo. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Sean Livingston's court vision is amazing. Being able to hit the open guy right on stride.
Here's Satoransky. He's covered by Livingston. They get a hand on it, and it's out of bounds to the Wizards as Washington retains possession. And the Wizards making a change here. Eddie's checked in. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here.
Wow, you know he's got to be beside himself. Terrible unforced error.
Now off the inbound. Basket good.
Well, the pick didn't exactly neutralize the defender, but good concentration on the finish to still get the basket.
Here's Durant. And it's good. Assisting on the play with Livingston. Livingston's got his 4th assist in this one. Passes to Eddie. The feed to Oubre. Takes the 13-footer. And that one comes up a bit short. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
No good from Clark. And Washington has possession. Smith with it. Now defended by Varejao. They get it back. Out to Smith. The Wizards working the ball around now. Inside. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
McAdoo, and he jams it with authority.
Love the ball movement by Sean Livingston. Quickly getting the ball over to his shooters.
The Wizards have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Eddie, the pass to Thornton. Smith sets the pick for Thornton. And the 3-ball is good.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
On the defensive end, you have to fight through screen. That is a commitment.
Now here is Varejao. Good work defensively by Smith.
We know what he's capable of inside. That's a good shot for him. He's kicking himself that he couldn't get it to go.
Knocked loose. Durant with the steal. It's taken away by Smith. And here's the fast break. Here's Eddie. That shot off. So Golden State will take it the other way. Outside Durant. McAdoo.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
The dish to Thornton. Now here's Oubre. Not a lot of room. Shoots. Hits the front of the rim and out.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Durant in the corner. Feeds it to McAdoo. Just 5 on the clock. There's the triple. Durant with another miss.
He just can't get it cranked up from beyond the arc. No threes in this half after just hitting 1 in the first.
And it's Smith penetrating. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
That one is off. David West, he's checked in for Anderson Varejao. Mahimi's checked in for Washington. Trey Burke comes in for Satoransky. Golden State's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Clark dishes to McAdoo. Here's Durant, and then Durant with the dunk.
And you remember there were questions about KD's athleticism going into the 2007 draft. None now. He can throw it down with the best of them.
Now here's Burke. And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game. Andrew Nicholson, he's checked in for Jason Smith. Washington with the ball. Here's Burke. And another miss by Washington.
And with the defense disrespecting him there, that's a shot he needs to make.
Here's McAdoo. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
He really knows how to get up and fight for rebounds and challenge the defense with his athleticism.
Knocked away. And here comes Livingston, leading the fast break. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And the lead continues to increase. They are just playing flawless basketball at both ends.
They look like they're having some fun out there today, but it's always easy to enjoy it.
Ooh! That's how you attack. Wow.
Agree.
Ooh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and offensively.
Terrific defensive instincts to come away with that one, and he showed no hesitation in how he completed that transition opportunity.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. Oubre's checked in for Washington. Satoransky comes in for Marcus Thornton.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Warriors.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target. A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Stephen Curry.
What I really liked about his performance at the offensive end was that he wasn't pressing. He wasn't playing fast. There was a calmness to him. It was a smooth, steady game he played, and the results speak for themselves.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. 1:05 left here in the fourth quarter. Oubre, good. Oubre's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Fantastic pass to connect with his teammate on the move.
West kicks to Livingston. Baseline jumper. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Satoransky, the pass to Burke. Nice ball movement by Washington. Here's Satoransky. Another one falls for Washington.
They clearly look like a different team now. Suddenly, they've got some energy out on the floor.
They just waited too long. If they could have just made this run a little bit earlier, they could have been in the game. But now this game is out of reach.
And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for Oubre. And it's the Warriors' ball. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Durant. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
Kevin Durant, a 4-time scoring champ. That award based on points per game average. If you go by total points in a season, he's led the league on 5 separate occasions.
Durant hits them both. So it's Washington now. Inside. And finished off by Oubre.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. And we felt it. Even over here, we felt it. Durant in the corner. He kicks it to Livingston. Pass to McAdoo. He feeds it to Clark. Puts up a three. Misses there. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Kevin, how did you guys get this win tonight?
Well, we had to get stops. You know, those guys, they got so many options, so many good players, man. We just had to rally around each other and get stops.
Yeah, you guys played your best ball at the end and got the win. Congratulations. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. See you next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey, everybody. Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal, seen here. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Stephen Curry. Aggressive right from the opening tip. His big first quarter got the team into a groove early, and that helped fuel their fire for the rest of the evening.
I've never, ever seen a small guard dominate a game like Steph Curry is able to do. Not his father, not his grandfather, not anybody. This kid right here brings a special excitement to every game he plays. This kid right here is the game right now. If you want to watch basketball, you better watch this guy. He's that type of player I'd never seen before. Wow, what a player he is.
It's a testament how hard he worked to find good looks. Not everyone is going to show the discipline he did tonight. Sometimes when you start feeling it, you start letting, loose a little bit and you start taking some tough shots. He was solid all the way.
And that's it for tonight, but we've got a whole new NBA season ahead of us. For Shaquille O'Neal, for Kenny the Jet Smith, for Kevin Harlan, wherever he might be, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again very soon.